AI image creation tools are in an all-out war, all adding new features, improving their systems as often as possible, trying to capture you as a customer. But which one should you pick? Which AI image tool truly produced the best results, specifically for print on demand? I've spent the last 6 months testing out all the different tools that I could find, and I've narrowed it down to just 4. None of the 4 tools know that I'm making this video. It's not sponsored. It doesn't make any difference to me which one you pick. It's just the unbiased look at all of them. And it's time to uncover everything. To make this as fair as possible, I conducted a blind test, meaning I had one of my team members gather thousands of AI generated images using the same prompts from various different tools. Then, using my 15 years plus of experience in this business, having designed over 10,000 designs and created hundreds of bestsellers, I slowly went through every single image my team gathered and I ranked them. Then they collated all of that information and gave the results. It was a fascinating test, and I think the only way to really give an unbiased, fair opinion on which AI tool is truly the best for print-on-demand image generation. Now don't go anywhere, as I'll be sharing those test results with you soon. I'm not basing my results on the cost of the tool or the extra features they may have, like background remover or vectorizer or something like that, because at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is the quality of the designs, the quality of the images that the tool can create. If a tool has all the bells and whistles and it's the cheapest one on the market, but it produces crap designs, well, it's a total waste of your time. Doesn't matter what it has. The quality of the design are the most important part. Everything else is just extra. And as a thank you for getting this far, I've created a free resource for you that you can download. 10 proven prompts that you can use in your business. This is totally free, by the way. Just head over to my free print-on-demand community and you'll find it in the free downloads section. We've also recently added a 2.5-hour dedicated course to creating designs with AI and a prompt generator to go with it, so you can come up with endless ideas, and that is in my paid community, the Print on Demand Hub. If you would prefer to jump straight into that, I guarantee you will not regret it. The link is also in the description down below. But please do me a favor, only join if you are really serious about making this business work. All right, first let's discuss the tools that didn't quite make the final 4. As I said, we tested a lot of tools, a lot. And most of them simply wouldn't work for print on demand. And I see so many people wasting their time trying to make them work. So this is going to make your life a lot easier. The first one we tested was Printify's AI image generator. You'd think since Printify is in the print-on-demand space, it would do well. But unfortunately, they aren't in the AI space, and the graphics and designs they produced were pretty diabolical. Unusable for print on demand, I would say, and it's a shame as I do really like Printify as a company and I use them to fulfill all of my orders. They're my go-to printing provider, but they should probably stick to their lane. We then tested Dream Studio, which actually produces incredible photorealistic designs. However, this isn't good for print on demand. Next came Night Cafe, Tensor Art, and iStock Getty AI. They all had the same issue as Dream Studio. They could produce lovely graphics, but most of the time they were just too obviously AI generated, either too photorealistic, or if we asked it to simplify it, it would then do it wrong or just completely mess it up. The results were weird, to say the least, and certainly not usable for print on demand. Now, there are 2 tools that deserve a special mention. Even though they didn't quite make the top 4, they were really close. The first is Flux Pro. This tool didn't have a native app to use, so it didn't make the cut as it wasn't very user-friendly. However, there was a workaround. You could use the glyph.app, which is a marketplace of AI image generators that use the Flux One AI. For example, you can see here the Flux Pro 1.1 on Glyph and use the AI image generator for free. You could also use Philip Anders Glyph, which is one of the most popular on the Glyph website and is perfect for print on demand. It's called Flux Pro Simple Pod Prompts. And Philip is a great guy, and hopefully you've seen his YouTube videos at this point. And it's pretty cool that he actually made this, and I'll make sure to link it down below. The main issue with Flux, even using Glyph, was the images simply weren't the best quality, either trying to be too photorealistic, which isn't good for print on demand, or just too simple. And sometimes they didn't follow the prompt at all and made something completely random. But what I found to be the most annoying is the images just looked like an AI image. Now, it's also important to note that using this AI image generator, all of your prompts are public and the results are shown at the bottom along with everyone else's who is using this tool. So privacy is absolutely impossible with this app. The next special mention is DALL-E 3, using ChatGPT to generate the designs. Now, these designs were actually so good and genuinely very, very close to making the top 4, but the competition was tough and it just didn't quite make it. If you're using ChatGPT anyway, then this is a great additional way to use the tool. The images it produces are good and simple enough for print on demand, and the text generation is pretty good as well. There's even a cool chatbot someone has created just for print on demand graphics called POD Buddy, and I'll also link that below, and it's just quite a useful way to use ChatGPT. Now, some general downsides include the designs sometimes were too photorealistic and sometimes it just doesn't understand what you're asking, even if you ask it to simplify. It just gets more and more complicated with its output. Now, a big downside is it only produced one image at a time. This could be good for general brainstorming, and being able to engage in the chat and ask for tweaks or variations is also quite a nice touch. So the real question you might have is, why didn't these other tools make the cut? Were they really that bad? Simply put, the graphics weren't good enough for the print-on-demand style. The images looked too AI generated, photorealistic, or just too 3D renderish, if that's even a word. The results weren't consistent and very often ignored the prompts entirely. And lastly, the text and graphic combos mostly just failed. Now, you've heard me say good enough for the print-on-demand style quite a few times, but what is that style? What does that actually mean? The designs need to work for printed designs, mainly on t-shirts. That's what we look for. It's different to photography, posters, stickers, marketing materials, and general wall art. We are just looking at what works as a t-shirt graphic. The fonts that work, the styles that sell best, all of that. Simple graphics work best. Matching fonts are needed, and not overcomplicating the design as a whole is a must. Meaning stick to one font if you can. Stick to a few colors. More doesn't mean better in this case. So it's time. Are you ready to find out the final 4 AI image generating tools that can truly change your business? Out of these 4, we had 2 that tied in first place, and you actually won't believe which ones are the best. So stick around. And don't forget, we also produced a 2.5-hour dedicated AI course to creating specific print-on-demand designs that we've added to the sea of other vital courses within our paid community, the Print on Demand Hub. The link to that is down below. Now, as we have 2 tied for first, we'll start with the tool in the 3rd and final place, Leonardo. This tool doesn't have the best graphics and the text is good, but it's not amazing. However, it does have a few incredibly powerful features which really makes it stand out and which really allowed it to be in this top 4. The graphics it produces are super simple, which is kind of like what we're looking for. It won a lot of our tests when it came to graphic and text combinations, but what really made it stand out was a feature called Flow State. Flow State gives you more design options up front, and you can keep scrolling to unveil even more designs. You can then select your favorite and it gives you almost endless more designs based on that selected one. You can then choose one more time and get even more designs. Each time you get a new batch, you can keep scrolling and keep scrolling to reveal more and more. And each time you whittle the choice down, they get better and better. This is why it made it to the top 4. This flow state is truly incredible. And this is the feature that makes it really stand out. With most tools, you get 4 variations or maybe 8 variations, but with this flow state, you can get almost endless variations. Now onto second place. This tool is genuinely incredible and really amazing for print on demand. It's a master of text and an absolute beast at delivering incredible text-only based designs. All of our winning choices from this tool in the blind test were text-based. And if you need a text-based solution, this tool easily is a top contender. This tool is called Ideogram. It produces incredible graphics, incredible text, and incredible text and graphic combos. This tool honestly knocked it out the park. Now, in the last 6 months, we have been testing these different tools, seeing them add new features, and truly putting them through their pace. We've produced thousands and thousands of AI-generated graphics using hundreds of different prompts. We also made sure to make it a controlled test, to use the same prompts across all the different tools so that it was always fair. The blind test was really the game changer to this entire experiment. I had to vote for my favorite designs without knowing what tool they came from or what the prompt was. I had to vote solely on which designs were the best, specifically for print on demand. As you know, Leonardo came in 3rd place, Ideogram in 2nd, and the 1st place was a tie, the 2 winners having an equal number of votes in the blind test. However, there is a twist, so don't go anywhere. Tied in 1st place, we have Midjourney and Mystic POD. Both are absolutely incredible at giving you what you ask for in the prompt. Both are great at producing graphics that are just perfect for print on demand. But as I said, there is a twist. Midjourney excelled in graphics only. All the Midjourney designs selected in the blind test happen to be graphic only designs. However, Mystic POD had an even split of graphics and text designs and combos of both, making it the all-round perfect print-on-demand AI image generator. Now, the reason Midjourney did so well is because adding text later on is easy. It doesn't take much work or technical know-how to do that. You just need to know what fonts to use and what fonts would actually match the graphic that was produced. Whereas Ideogram in 2nd place, even though it was clearly the master of text, and actually it was very close to winning, it outperformed anyone on a text-only standpoint. Adding graphics to text is significantly harder, which is probably why more of the ideograms didn't get picked in the blind test. I think the best all-rounder would be Mystic POD. The best text-only would be Ideogram, and the best graphic-only would be Midjourney. The 3 of those would give you a powerhouse in the world of print on demand. Let's go over some vital things to know moving forward. Not all AI is good at text, but adding that yourself is pretty easy to do. These 4 tools made it to the top because they had good text, graphic, or a good mix of both. AI is there to help us create designs. It's not something to be relied on. And on a separate note, if you join the Print on Demand Hub, you can use the 100 templates that we've made and our font recommendations and combine them with your AI results to create truly best-selling designs. Also remember, AI isn't stable. It's an industry that is constantly shifting, so the results that you may see today could be different in the next 6 months. We tracked the changes over the last 6 months in order to create this in-depth video. The next 6 months, who knows? For now, Midjourney, Mystic Pod, and Ideogram, and Leonardo are the best options out there. Will that change? Maybe. No one knows. Oh, and don't forget to download your 10 free prompts from my free community. And like I said, if you're ready to take your business to the next level and you're really, really serious, check out the Print on Demand Hub. But like I said, please only do so if you are really serious. Together, we can build a successful print on demand brand.